Okay, this is a serious video from Donna Martinez. You know what I can't understand about a lot of you women? Women on social media. Some of you are not blessed like I was to meet up with a young lady, and now there's another young lady, which is funny, connected to a guy that's on here, and that's all I'm going to say. None of your business. Figure it out or think you can. Or if you got a gift, maybe it come to you. And if you got a gift, you won't be spreading it because you'll know. I'll just put it like this. They know who I'm talking about, or especially her. She know who I'm talking about. But yesterday was very interesting because now it is like 6 the time is it in the morning because Fat Mama likes to get up. And church starts at 3. And I will be able to get at least 3 hours of sleep. But for you mothers, you know what I'm talking about. You real mothers. But not me being a grandmother. I know the old tricks of the trade. It's 7:06 a.m. I had a real long nap, and she was picked up by her parents, and they tired her out. They took her out, and they took her to did some fun things. Even though my son don't believe in Christmas because it's a paganistic holiday, but her mother does, and so she took pictures with Santa and this and that. There are some cute pictures though. And they gave me one. I said, well, okay, that's pretty. And I got it in my main living room. And baby doll was looking pretty. I said, and you know what? I'm so dominating and so controlling. Yeah, when it comes to what I love and who I love. By her having a whole closet full of clothes that I've bought, even when I learned people used to be like, and I lost, quote unquote. She was never my friend. But she was an associate. But I lost friendship. What do you call it? Not friendship. I lost associateship with her. Why would you go out and buy all those clothes? Even people know that they get pregnant. I said, I've been pregnant twice. Why would you buy all those clothes? What if the baby die? What did you say to me? I rebuke and send back every word to you. That's what you just said to me. What is you talking about? I said, get out of my house and never come back. And I mean that. And the old school people would have threw some salt behind her. That's that Louisiana root stuff that I used to hear my auntie say. And my mother's on the time. She wasn't into voodoo hoodoo. If she was slick about it. Because she sure didn't let shit rock her about her husband and nobody else. And she sure kept her job. She said, you met me working, I'm going to continue to work. That's a smart woman. Not because she's my mama, but I'm going to tell you something. You know what's wrong with especially black women or women with melanin? Let's say that. You all are each other's worst enemies. You all will pretend to be each other's friends. You turn cold in a minute. And you don't even know. You know what's sad? When a trusting heart, when a good-hearted woman, when a woman that sometimes maybe where she live or in her family, she don't have people that she can confide in or talk to or just vent to. Or she choose not to. And then here comes social media and like, oh, she's really a cool lady. I like her. She's really a cool lady. And I feel like I tell her everything, but little does she know sometimes. But then she found out the hard way. But remember, everything that you go through that's negative, ladies and men, you can find it out about guys. Let's go for the men too, especially on social media. Remember, you don't have any friends. But there is I'll put it like this. This is just my assumption or my way of thinking. Like they say, 99.9% the baby is yours. I feel like there's a 98% ratio of people, or ratio, whether I'm saying it right or not, because it's really, really early. RATIO, of people that really mean you no good. They will stab you in your back with words. They try to get your information. They try to get close to you just to learn this and that. But what they don't realize, there is a price to pay for every deed they do. Now, some people have children by people, and you may not know these people are related in that case, whether they were married or not. They still got children by this person, or maybe that person may have confided. I don't know why. I know why I'm saying it, but some of this I'm saying because it is. Don't trust nobody out here. If you're a very spiritually inclined person and you feel what you feel, go with your gut. Or if you're not spiritual and you just say, well, we, regardless of whatever, we all are spiritual. And you know how you say, something told me not to mess with him or her. Something told me not to marry him. Something told me not to get cool with her or him. Because what you're going to find, especially with black people, it happens in all races, but I'm going to speak on the black people because I've seen it more in the black community. Maybe because I'm black. Oh, you a spigger bitch. How do you know? But this is the thing. I've seen it more in the black community. I've seen it in families. You can't trust them because they have that crab in the barrel mentality. They don't want to see one go further than them. They're going to hate on you just because you got a orange popsicle and they like orange and they got a strawberry one. Black folks are the most, oh yeah, I just heard in the spirit. I don't care how many coons you call me. I'm just speaking the real. Why would you say that about your sister? She's not my sister. She's a con artist and she's a scam artist. I'm talking about Bumzilla. Y'all know I'm talking about Bumzilla. And really, people, guard yourselves. But guess what? This hoe ain't gonna call no feds or nothing. Because you know what? If she called the feds, then her fucking record. Did you know she had a record? Yeah, she got a record. Why is she trying to talk about other people that have records and mugshot? Oh, that bitch got a motherfucking record. Besides how many times she been in rehab and how she legally lost her daughters. I'm talking about Bumzilla. Now, that's not her government name. So I'm free to say what I want. So all the bitch gonna do, flag it down, bitch. I make copies of everything, ho. And it's still gonna be, I'll keep it in the phone. I'm gonna put it back up, bitch. I ain't use your image. Your image too fucking ugly. Cause one time I used your image, it broke my motherfucking phone, bitch. Till I started telling you to wear some makeup, you stupid bitch. And I know that was some cheap dollar store made in China shit, you dumb bitch. Coming out here with hepatitis looking like a lemon frog face. Bitch, sit up there, got that package like a motherfucker. Oh, my hair is coming out, but it's gonna, bitch, you fucked up. And you a drug addict. She not doing drugs now, cause you know what? When people, it ain't cause she stopped smoking. The bitch, you see how big her belly is? The bitch is eating a lot because the bitch don't do drugs no more. Because the damn psychiatrist prescribed her some psychotropic drugs, and the psychologist, she has been going to see her psychologist. But other than that, that bitch don't leave that fucking house. Unless she in Dollar Tree, Kroger, or in Dollar General. Bitch, stop trying to do what I do. Yeah, I'm gonna say you do what I do, bitch. Now get mad. Get mad, bitch. Get mad. I have talked to you, let's say 15 minutes ago, and then you'll get on there, oh, I gotta go because I got a reading to do. That bitch pop up and do a motherfucking live stream with them fake ass motherfuckers, and one of them being my send outs. You stupid bitch. If you had so much sense, bitch, and you was so in the spirit, you wouldn't know. She ain't who you think she is, bitch. It's you stupid bitch. You deserve it, ho. You deserve it. You went through it 3 years, ho. I'm gonna add 6 more years to it, bitch. But you're not gonna live past 6 years. You're going next year. You're giving up the ghost next year. So I don't know how many, I don't care how many candles and cow heads and massaging skulls. Bitch, you learned this shit off of the damn internet. Just like you said, oh, sun was beckoning you. And you feel like you want to, I could have swore a person you call a white bitch who was nowhere near white, just because of her skin tone. If you know your background, there's some African in there. So she's not white. But everybody who don't like her, that bitch is white. And you kissing her ass. You trying, no, I'm not. I don't give a fuck if I never talk to her. But the truth is the motherfucking truth. And the truth will set you fucking free. She's not fucking white. In that case, my mother was white. And she was the same complexion as her. With straight hair, just like her. And she wasn't white. She's Creole. Bitch. Get your shit right, ho. She's Cuban. The one you call a white hoe who poisoned De Niro's mind. Bitch, number one, ain't no young man gonna fuck with you and you look older than his mother. And his mother finer than his mama fine. You hear me? His mother look good, damn good. She's aging well. She looks fucking fine. What I seen on video, she ain't no ugly ass woman. People done made jokes about it. You know why they made jokes about it? Like that monkey did. Because his mother wouldn't get up there if he was rapping and hype, be the hype woman because she loved her child. That's that same baby who she hyped up when she took him to preschool. That's that same baby she hyped when he went that she stood in the audience when it was time to graduate in kindergarten. That's the same woman that whatever he did. And this one motherfucker with dreads with his troubled ass. And bitch, you troubled ass son of a bitch. You even look crazy. This person told me, oh, that motherfucker, he's crazy. I don't trust him. You said your husband was dead. Bitch, and why would I, if my husband was dead, why would I get with a 20-something-year-old nigga that don't work, who get a check on the first, if that, and you ain't got shit to offer? I don't need dick like that, boo. When you get this age, you need security. You don't want no motherfucker that ain't got shit. And I ain't no sugar mama. I ain't buying no nigga shit. I'll treat people to lunch on a friendship gesture. And there's some I'm about to meet, if they allow it, the man and the woman of the child. I will meet them if they agree to it. Me and my husband. And we will pick up the tab to the restaurant of their choice. I don't care if it's Burger King, Arby's, or it could be this and that, whatever. Or would you guys like us to send a metro car to where you live and bring you to this way? And ain't nobody trying to kill them or whatever. They can document it all the way. If we come up fucked up, she did it. Her husband did it. We ain't did shit. We can send up, and we not rich. But I know metro car people, those cars to be at the airport. I realize they have to put their own gas in. I will give them a motherfucking tip and send them back, or say, you know what, you want us to take you back? Now that y'all, and tell your family, let me meet some of your people. Let me meet this and that. Because guess what? My people know you anyway. And they may be my people anyway. Figure out who I'm talking. Oh, I heard her in that room. Bitch, that's all y'all do is here because y'all don't got it. But you know what? Something that this young lady said to me and to my son earlier, because he spoke with her earlier. And that was so on point and on time. Man, that was awesome. It was awesome. And now, not saying I own or control her, but in the physical or in the spiritual, I take her under my wing. And her enemies are my enemies. And somebody hurt this young lady. And it pissed me off that they hurt her. But it's good. They call me a witch. I'm not a witch, but I know how to pray. And you ain't going to have no peace in your mind till you apologize to this lady. And if you don't apologize to her, woe be unto you, because you ain't got too much weight to waste away anyway. If you get stricken right now, you ain't got enough weight on your body to even sustain that yourself. But you's a pill popping, no good ass bitch. Because you in love with a nigga. And I ain't trying to disrespect him, but I'm just keeping it real. I'm just saying, a man. You're in love with a man. And he puts you out there. You know why? Because he don't give a fuck about you hoes like that. He likes Snoop. I don't love them hoes. The ones I love is the ones that mean something to me. The ones that gave me presents. And I ain't talking about the kind under a Christmas tree. They gave me gifts. And I appreciate every last one of them because of the gifts they gave me. Worry about trying to figure out, well, how can this? Don't worry about how can this. Just know this. That's something beautiful when a man and a woman can get an understanding. That's why you don't see no bench warrants and this and that, because they don't want to do this and that. You got to have a friendship. You got to have love for one another, regardless of how many women or men there are. How can you think my ex-husband can move in with my husband who just had a stroke? Because we have love for one another because of our son. And whatever I had against him in our, when I met him when I was 17, but I didn't take him serious. I got with him a little later, but the thing is, he became the father to my son years later. And like he told me, even after having a stroke, I said, I'm so sorry, I'm just not getting a chance to visit you the time I visit. He said, that's okay, because you gave me the best gift ever. I said, what? Our son. And I am a crybaby when it comes to sentimental things. Just like I cried today when this woman talked to my son. When my son prayed for her. And she poured her heart out. And it was things that she even changed within me that I said, I'm going to stop saying certain things about people out here. Because that don't make it right. And, everybody, you can't help things that happen to you. So I'm going to stop talking about people. And knowing this woman's not in a wheelchair or nothing. But, it ain't nobody's fault that they're in a wheelchair. I used to say things because, I could really, I'm not lying, regardless of what you believe. I have seen trolls. I've seen how they look. And, and like one troll said, it's some good trolls and bad. Okay, troll. The point is, I have seen the vicious ones, how they really look and what their physical, problem is. And I call it out and piss them the fuck off. I made one troll get out of character. They didn't even believe that could not be so-and-so because he don't even talk to people like that. Yes, he do. Because I hit the nail on the head and it fucked him up so bad. He like, this bitch. That nigga was mad at me. And all I did was sit back evilly and chuckle like, you didn't even know I knew, did you? I didn't know it either. It just sometimes when people talk to me, I hear it and I can see it. I ain't no Miss Cleo. I ain't no psychic. I can't be put on the spot. But when it's given to me, it's given to me. And sometimes I'll text you and set it to be sent to you at like 12 after in the afternoon because I know you sleep. And you might be up with your man or your woman and I don't want to fuck with you like that. Just to say, and a lot of people don't even know I have a gift. I just say this, but then they always say, how did you know this? And then I'll tell them, not to show off, not to brag. But I was so blessed to me because it was right on time. I could have went into, but I did go into heavy repentance and forgiveness. And I've been talking about Bumzilla. I'm about to see, as soon as I lay off of Bumzilla gonna come back with some crazy shit, especially during the full moon. You know how you can tell a lot of motherfuckers is insane in the membrane? They go to howling at that moon acting a damn asshole. The bitch might not say nothing now because she knows she can't verbally. That ain't nothing to brag on, but that bitch cannot. The bitch said, see, bitch, what you shouldn't have said, that you roasted me? Bitch, you too old to use the word roast at 47, gonna be 48 next June, and I'm too old to say roast. We called it in our day capping. I don't know what you call it in your neck, it would be called a capping. But bitch, just because I told you to show you that I wasn't paying attention to you, bitch, I never paid attention to none of your shit. And then I looked at some old shit. I said, that shit was funny. I don't have to lie. It was funny and it was said about me. I even welcome a man. I said, if you do me, can you do it like in a weekend type of, mode? Because this guy can really sing and he's very talented. He's, you know what? LA, you on LA Dick. Well, okay, let me be honest here. LA is very talented. I feel like he should get on SoundCloud, do something with those parodies, boo. Because your shit is funny. But his life is going in a different direction too. That's all I got to say. It's gonna equal out and balance. And some of these motherfuckers that you think is the shit right now, they about to disappear. Some of them about to get locked up. Because when one squill on the other one, he gonna squill on you too. So if you down, like I've seen you cross to the other side, and it's, what's funny, I don't understand, for you to have crossed to the other side and have had your humiliation rituals, why aren't you up there in the big league like this other guy? Because he's doing real good. Very good. But I believe you guys are friends. Okay, but still, you should be right up there with doing what he do. Let's put it like this. Me and Bumzilla crossed to the other side. Well, see, this bitch, ain't no hope for this bitch because she about to give the ghost up. 2018, she about to give the ghost up. She shortened her life because she fucking with a prophetess. And she fucked with a prophet's mother. He even said, I'm getting sick of her. He said, I thought you said you guys made. He said, you know what? I told you shouldn't even. He said it too. He said, I told you don't even talk to her. I said, what? He said, and mama, you're going back into that same old thing, that little sympathy act. He said, she's a witch and she means you no good. He said, but she's a powerless witch. Yes, he said it. He's well protected. How you know he can call out your address and your phone number? Just like he told me about a person. He said, let that person go. Don't you know that he's about to get what he got coming? And he said, when it happened, it ain't got nothing to do about your pressing charges or whatever. He said, you about to get some money from these entities, though, those other entities. He said, but they broke. He said, but that person, they ain't got to. He said, when you see what's happening to them, he said, I want to surprise you on that one. He said, it's like a surprise party. When you see, I said, I kind of saw something. He refused to answer. He just chuckled. And he's not a practitioner. He said, oh, what happened to them? It's going to blow. Since, he said, I want you to come off of YouTube. He said, but even if you're not on there, there's going to be people that contact you and say, did you hear about what happened to so-and-so? What? Uh-huh. He said, I'm sick of him. But he really said he was sick of this Mumzilla bitch. I said, yeah, she said she put your mama's picture under a black candle again. He said, she did? He said, she ain't learned from the time when she had them black eyes and she got choked up. And he don't cuss, but I'm going to cuss for him. Choked the fuck out overnight. When a lady who was a practitioner that lived in the South said, I remember that video. She said, I guess she wasn't surprised because she knew about the spiritual realm. And she real about her shit. It's just a lot of fake motherfuckers like her that get $5,000 from people to get their kids back. And then all of a sudden they switching in the kitchen like shit ain't happened. They did all those crocodile tears for nothing. And like she said, we was trying to figure out why was you protecting her? I said, you know what? That's just how I am because I seen her. I saw her childhood. I saw she not responsible. But this bitch did this and that. And she didn't even call that lady. She didn't call that bitch out of her name. I've watched a lot of her videos and that woman have never, ever. I seen one video she may have spoke toward her. If that was her. But she ain't not, cause she's assured of who she is. She know who she is. She know the power she possesses. And while you got her name in your mouth, that woman ain't never put your name in her mouth. But I learned a lot that day when I talked to her about your ass. You done pissed off a whole lot of witches. And it ain't who you think it is. As you call them, white. You've pissed off the witch community to the point. And if this person, when I do, I'm going to call that lady tomorrow because I want her to deliver a message to somebody and say, you know what? You were right. And forgive me. Ain't nobody trying to get back, whatever. Forgive me. I understand now why you said what you said. Because I'm like, why did she? No, it was some things I didn't understand because I'm not a witch. Yes, I fucked with tarot cards because I have a gift and it can come easy. But I threw them away. And I'm not trying to make it look like, oh, let's use Beasley expression like he said, bad good. There is no bad good. You did it, or you didn't. But you motherfuckers need to stop talking about people's kids. Seriously. You can talk about their spouses. You need to stop doxing people, this and that. Because don't you know, you can dox a motherfucker and in less than it might be a week later. Karma coming. I know this karma come quick. They been had your shit. How you like that? Your mama shit, your daddy, everything. Social security number, all that shit. There's some motherfuckers out here that mean business. Or people threaten you. I'm going to put you on a deep, dark web. And guess what? I can put you in a deep, dark abyss. ABYSS. Look it up in the Bible about the deep, dark abyss. Imagine how dark that place is. That's a lonesome place. You can't see shit. You just know you there. How did you get there? Because Donna sent you there. You a hypocrite. What are you? You a Christian? I'm a spiritual person. Just know that. And I know one thing, my enemy's always going to be God's enemy. And he going to show me you before I even meet you. And that's why I say I dance with the devil. That's what I mean. I live in the boonies. That's why you hear the train. But guess what? When I say I dance with the devil, I know who you are. But but that's changing. trying to understand a motherfucker or feel sorry for a motherfucker because what they went through. There's some real people out there that went through worse shit than you, and they don't act nothing like you. And they stay in the background. They don't fuck with nobody. And then you hear what the fuck they had to go through as a child. Man, there's some strong people out here, and they don't fuck with nobody. But some of these people that hack, I understand the method to your madness, because some of these people do need it. But I'm not trying to be funny, but get the ones that need it. Get the ones that really deserve it. Do them. Call me on Google Voice. I got a list for you. Male, well, the female bitch, I already know all her shit. It ain't no women. Not because I'm a woman, but there's some niggas out there. I would pay you to dox them. And if you think I'm talking to you because I don't want to put your name out there, there's some that people know. Let's see, it's people like, let's say, L.A. A lot of people know his number, everything. I ain't talking about him. A lot of people know, they say they know Beezy shit. I ain't talking about him. But there's some motherfuckers that think they can't be touched. There's motherfuckers in the city of Detroit, I already know they shit. That shit was so easy. It was like taking candy from a baby. And nobody had to tell me shit. God to even show me. And I'm not God just said, look on Google, do this, bam. You got their name, you got this. I'm like, ain't that about a bitch? And they picture. And that's all I got to say. He led it to me. He kept on showing me sea urchins, sea creatures, different that, names of streets, communities. And voila. That's what he was communicating with me through my fasting and prayer and meditation. God ain't never lied to me and never kept me in the dark. He warned me about some shit. And it's a motherfucker that I'm really surprised at. It's a motherfucker I'm really surprised at. But he don't know. The shit that's coming at him in 2008, if he ain't strong enough, he's not going to be able to bear it. He may put his own self in prison because he done got so fucked up and he under so much pressure. He got the game twisted. And guess what? When it happened, yep, I'm going to laugh because he deserved it. He deserved it. He did it to himself. That's why I don't fuck with him. I don't watch his shit. I don't do that. Because he deserved that shit. Who's she talking about? Is she talking about Tommy? Wonder who I'm talking about. It might be a motherfucker that you ain't never heard of. I'm talking about this shit that I notice about certain motherfuckers that done crossed over or trying to cross over into the other side. And for some reason, them motherfuckers won't accept them. They accepted that other motherfucker. That's why you say that motherfucker on everything. But this one motherfucker been trying hard to get up in the limelight and they can't get there. Because this is as far as they're going to go. And the next place would be the grave. But it's going to be prison first and then the grave. Because they're going to kill him in prison. No, I ain't talking about L.A. No, I ain't talking about Tommy. Before you met me, Messenger Jafar, get your shit straight. And basically that bullshit you delivered Tina that time, guess what? You was talking about Tina. When you said that I was talking about Tina on something, I was talking about this motherfucker's long belly ass wife. I ain't never seen Tina's belly. I always complimented her as being a big woman that carried it very well and was sexy with it. Whether you think or people call her fat, whatever. You say potato, I say potato. You say tomato, I say tomato. But one thing nobody will ever hear is that Mike Milton's handsome or cute. That motherfucker, two years in a row. Cliff, if you hear it, I'm going to say it over and over. Stop going to burn your gas on a punk ass bitch that ain't going to never meet you. Because he know you don't even need a weapon. You'll tear that motherfucker limb to limb. You know what it reminds me of? And I ain't putting you down. Like, you know how the gorillas are very strong? Your gorilla strength would tear that damn chimpanzee apart with his short ass fingers. The most that bitch can do is be strapped. A bitch like that need to be strapped. That motherfucker had a video going to the mall, eyes darting back and forth. That was some psychotic looking shit. Then he gonna meet a bitch on the website from Russia. And then he sent her some money to get her to talk about shit. Cause she trying to get a green card. Bitch, you better stay over there where Putin is. Cause shit, if I could live in Russia, I wish I could. That's a good place to live. Cause when I get my paper up, we gone. We out of the U.S. Don't let you black niggas try to rob me and kidnap my grandbabies over some money because of what you saw and what you think. I remember off YouTube, bitch, I don't trust you. I was already warning in spirit 3 years ago what was about to take off of me. I didn't know how it was about to. My son told me some shit in 2 months straight. You about to become a millionaire overnight. I said, well, how? Because he's a prophet. His words never fell to the ground. I didn't understand how. But now I do. Because sometimes you can just sue motherfuckers when you've asked them nicely to do something and they didn't do it. And you got proof of it. And then you get the best in the game, like Jeffrey Feiger. That's a bad motherfucker. I don't care if he macing the fuck out Lumen. I don't care. He's a bad motherfucker. And guess what? He's the one that took the case on. He got all the people working up under legal assistants, attorneys, that if they win the case, that's going to make them have their own law firm. Kind of like the Dream Team. Jeffrey Feiger said, no, baby, I'm a big dog. I want that. I want that case. I want that case. And there is a new law. There is the law. And she's right. I want that case. I felt like I was in the presence of a king or a queen. How people feel when you're in I'm sitting across from Jeffrey Feiger? Only the best, baby. And you know what? That was a sign saying, you got it. And nowadays, it ain't going to take 10 years for you to collect. Because both of these entities make trillions of dollars every day. Even when they sleep, their businesses make money. So the motherfuckers that did it, the motherfuckers that paid for it, they're going to squeal. I saw that. My son saw it too. They're going to tell on each other. It's all good. Because one motherfucker going to prison anyway. But the motherfucker that paid for something, but see, I did it to myself. Remember this, I do take responsibility. Oh, I'm taping this. She said, that's already documented. I can't help about a law. And thank you, True Freeman. He gave me that law he gave me. Thank you, True Freeman. True Freeman. I know I'm going to give, I don't know, James Gordon, I don't know if I say hi to him. He don't say shit lately. I'm beginning to wonder about him, unless he don't see it. But he do say, hey, what's bro? But let me shut up. I ain't going to talk about it. I have nothing bad to say. Maybe because the money that I don't owe him shit. I ain't got to give him shit. But then I got to go and see, does he have a PayPal link? I don't need y'all to tell me because I'm going to do this. But I'm going to leave y'all with this. If you think the monkey is handsome, you can do it out of a troll account. Because you may be scared of him because you in his room as a moderator. And you know that motherfucker ain't never been cute. Even when he was fat as fuck. I just can't imagine him being that short, that fucking fat. Women are usually like that. The men like big women. But when you got a sloppy ass nigga like that, you know that nigga was stinking. That nigga don't got good hygiene now. And he like it up the ass. Because, please. I'm talking about his wife and him, but that nigga ain't never been married. Who would marry the nigga was ugly. When I saw him with that fade and he was young, that bitch is a veteran at this shit. Cliff, leave that motherfucker alone. He got what he got coming. It's called karma, Cliff. Or if you into the Bible, it's called you reap what you sow. You ain't, Cliff, soon as you let it go, I promise you this. Cliff, or if somebody know Cliff, put it in his ear. Clifton Rainey, as soon as you let him go, don't do another video on him or any of your enemies. But that motherfucker, the way he exploited your mother, I know you love your mother. See, he don't know what a mother's love is. See, a lot of that shit he doing is out of jealousy, out of the deformity that I learned from his medical records. He's deformed. One of his legs is really fucked up. He's fucked up. And he has a disease. He don't know what a mother's love feel like. You do. I don't give a fuck if you was in the service and came back, whatever. I heard that tape and it got boring. And your mother ain't senile. And Tommy ain't all that bad. I mean, he got you out of prison. I just understand how you went off on him later. When he did what he did, I guess, because and I understand probably where he was coming from. It's a method to Tommy Madness. Now, I'll just say that much. Kind of remind me of me. It's a method to my madness. You talk about Bumzilla. Why you ain't talking about that nigga that did that with the dirty ass carpet? Boo boo. You'll see why pretty soon. December almost out. Oh, it's some shit on the horizon coming very soon to a theater near you. But bitch, the one that upset my new little sister in Christ, that bitch a witch. No, I'm not. I said that. Y'all said it last year. Before y'all knew about me, I was called a witch a long time ago by a man that has I hear he's still out here, but I'm unsubscribed. So I had to see. But like Boo Boo Kitty said, he said, I will never mention Donna Martinez's name again, but just know that she is a witch. Because of the things I did, I broke up a camp of over 20 people with lies, but they weren't lies because in the spiritual realm, I sat up and I meditated and I saw everything. I saw phone sex. I saw drug use. I saw this. I saw that. I heard conversations and I used it against y'all. Don't y'all feel stupid now? And I'm going to keep rubbing it in your face. And one of y'all live in Detroit with that fake picture of your wife and your two sons. You know what I'm talking about? The one that I first saw vaping. I feel you. But are you vaping that cannabis? Because I don't do that. I don't do weed. I don't smoke weed. But I listened to that one of them Bumzilla things and I had taped it and then I was playing it over. And you can hear me sound like I'm breathing hard. No, I was vaping my ass off. And what I like about it, it does not leave a cigarette smell in your house because you cannot smoke cigarettes in any of our vehicles or my home. If you smoke in my house and I'm giving something, take your ass outside. And especially if it's weed. Now, if I ask you to house it, my nose is so sensitive. You've been smoking blunts in my house. Because blunts and shit are you can ride down the street in the summertime with your air on or with the heat on in the winter. Motherfuckers is so blunted up. That shit come through your vent. Police stop you. They think you've been smoking blunts. That shit is potent. But just know this. It's a lot of wake-up calls coming soon. And YouTube will be the very first to go. Facebook will be the second to go. Because they're going to go bankrupt. He can file bankruptcy, but that's going to be that bankruptcy he can't come back and rebuild. People are leaving by the droves. I suggest you find another place to go. Do like some of these smart people that I've been talking to behind the scenes. They didn't tell me exactly where they locate, and if they did, I wouldn't tell you. But a lot of you motherfuckers don't even know it. You don't give people credit. You don't even know they smarter than your ass is. They quiet on some shit. I even learned some shit, but I got a big mouth. I talk too much about shit. You ain't supposed to let your left. But guess what? I'll snitch on some shit, like I said. And I'm going to say it again. LA is not a pedophile. No, he's not. LA is not a pedophile. Look his record up. Why ain't he in prison? No, he's not a pedophile. I said that shit because I got voices mixed up. But now I know who the true pedophiles is. And I understand why certain people are keeping their enemies close, keeping their friends close and their enemies closer. I understand why they got certain people in people's room. Every time you look if that person is in that room. Oh, yeah. This is some mafioso shit going down on YouTube. But I told the feds everything I knew about but what I think. And what's funny, one guy let me know, you're right. Because we've been on that bitch. They just used to hang out in Alex Jones, you know, Alex Jones shit. I remember I used to be very opinionated when it came to political channels. And Donna Martinez, what makes you feel like that? They would follow me around. I said, oh, that's some old fair shit. I could tell that. And I shut the fuck up about shit like that. And then when some shit went down, I'm not illegal. I don't get speeding tickets. Because all I got to do is mention who the fuck I'm associated with. Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. Just slow down. And they'll try to hit on you sometimes. And I'm talking about all white officers in Dearborn Heights, Sterling Heights, Madison Heights, Inkster, Detroit. It's all in who you know. Down to my son did some fucked up shit. What did he do? Tell the truth, but what happened? He was with his friends, and long as they didn't murder nobody. And what happened? They said some shit about the police, and it was for them, this and that. When is your son's court date? Well, it's coming up on the 14th of January. Who was the presiding judge? Who's going to be over the case? Do you have an attorney? Of course. Because I don't fuck with broke motherfuckers like that. Yeah, we got an attorney. But who is the presiding judge? All right, I'll talk to you a little bit later. He gonna get off with it. Now, I can't promise about his friends, but if he wasn't the one that is because of association. Yeah, because he was with them. Tell the truth. They got cameras. That's why I don't buy that bullshit. And I'm gonna say it, and I don't give a fuck who listening. If you got surveillance cameras and can give a motherfucking Illinois a speeding ticket because it's zeroed in on their plate, then motherfucker, you got the same surveillance camera when these kids come up snatched and missing, or people come up murdered, you got the same surveillance cameras all over the place. Why y'all can't pull that? Because it's all in what you know and who the fuck you know. And you can't trust the police. You can't trust none of these feds and U.S. Marshals. But if you on a certain side of a certain side, while y'all calling people snitches, guess what? If these people that y'all accuse on here are snitches, guess what? You talking, it wouldn't be no snitches. They would be dead. They ain't working on no plea bargain or nothing like that. And if they got put out from this person's house and this and that, and they living with their mother, whatever, I'm just going to keep it real. L.A. If he was a motherfucking snitch, I know this much. You wouldn't know nothing about him, and he'd have his own. He'd be sitting up like Hugh Hefner with a fucking robe on with a lot of bitches around him. Why did all his kids love him? Don't you know if he's better than some of you motherfuckers because your baby mama's on welfare. His baby mama's work. You'll never see him in a fucking child support case. Why? Because he got an understanding with them. And what he got, and when he get his, I'm just keeping it real. I ain't trying to put his business out there. I know what I see in the spirit with him. But we squashed our little shit. How you know it wasn't really a beef? How do you know? Everything you see ain't what it is. YouTube is just an illusion. It's a matrix. It's a matrix type bullshit. Is it real or is it fake? Wonder about that shit. But just know Bumzilla, she cheated everybody out of $5,000. If you were the ones that gave her, look her up. Ask some other people, because I'm not going to put her government out here. I'm not going to put her name out there. But her name is out there. She even say it. She even put it on. Look under her heading of her thing. But you motherfucking Donahides are not doing what the fuck you doing. Why aren't that shit flagged the fuck down? I said flag it down. Seriously. Flag her shit down. It's power in numbers. And if you're not part of the Donahide, just flag that bitch down on the strength that she's a fake bitch and she ain't shit and she took them people's money. Flag that hoe's channels down. She don't own them. Flag them down. And I mean that shit. This time next week, at least some of that shit. Y'all flag down one in the middle of a line. Flag that shit down. Flag it down. Flag down Jay Brokehold shit channels. Flag them all down. Even the one that say De Niro Red. He's in prison. That ain't his channel. That man is in prison right now and he about to get out soon. And he got a lot of shit to say. Like he said, he saw the devil when he looked in her eyes. Not because the bitch is a bad bitch. Like this is one lady I love to watch. She's a witch. She called herself the badass bitch. And she is bad. And what I've learned from talking to somebody, and I can't wait to call you, mother. She done pissed off the witch community something awful just on YouTube. And that's a lot of dangerous energy to have coming at you, bitch. I pray for the kids to survive this. But ain't nothing gonna go for you right in 2008. I speak it into existence. And I stand in agreement with every adversary of yours. I stand in agreement that it shall come to pass and it shall prosper. But anything you send towards me and mine, any weapon, if any word, thought, or deed towards me or mine, it shall not prosper. We stand on the 91st and 23rd and 53 Psalms and the 59th. We stand on God's word, period. You can't do none of us. Nothing but talk, and talk is cheap. And you know it, bitch. Just like you and that transvestite said, tell my countess was fucking with my energy. How the fuck she fucking with my energy? I don't have energy, bitch. I'm anointed, hoe. And she's a good-hearted person. She came over like she said she liked to chill. She ain't sitting on no fucking, she ain't no fucking fed, this and that. But I'm going to tell you something. She do get that money, though. And what you fucked up, bitch, I don't know why she probably did maybe give you money or was one of those that gave you money for the kid. But guess what? For every fucking dime that you took from them people and didn't use it the way you said you were supposed to use it, you're going to lose quadruple that to the point as you said that I would end up as a woman named Raven Masterson. No, you're going to end up like Raven Masterson, and she going to rise above what has happened to her, and you will be the next Raven Masterson. J. Broco, bitch. Mark my motherfucking word. The prophetess has spoken. Touch not mine, nor they do not profit no harm. You spoke against a prophet? You better been lying about a black candle with my name, with my picture under it. That's why I told you, make sure you get a beeswax candle, bitch. Get the best. When you're doing shit like that, you got to be on point. But that same motherfucking altar you sit before, you stand before, is going to be the death of you. Mark my word. Bumilla. And I ain't scared of no witch.